Last week we tackled cats. This week we are busting myths about dogs.
From eating grass to wagging tails. What's true, what's not true about dogs? Joining us to do a little debunking this morning, Dr. Eric Ruhland from St. Paul Pet Hospital. Oh, are you at the cabin?
Good morning, guys.
Sorry, I know I'm already digressing.
I'm up in the cabin. I'm up in Wisconsin. Butter was sleeping by the fireplace right now, so I did roust her up for everybody this morning.
Good. We're going to expect a Butter cameo at some point. So, okay, so First up, dogs can fall in love? I hadn't heard this one.
You know, we have to remember that our dogs, a lot of our dogs are walking around with a kind of an operational capacity of about like a 3 to about a 4-year-old. Now, some dogs, some breeds, some people are more, a little more capable of love, or a little bit more, can be a little more receptive. So I think, when you think about this, on a practical level, you guys, love and infatuation can always be kind of tied together. So when I heard this viewer question, I kind of laughed a little bit. But obviously, our dogs express affection, compassion. Are those things love? Absolutely, I think so. So, can a 4-year-old express love? Absolutely. So that's why they're man's best friend. They're one of the animals that I think really does show, the signs of love and compassion.
Yeah. Love at first sight at the dog
on the
park.
heels of Valentine's Day, I think that was a very appropriate question.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about a wagging tail. Usually you equate that to a happy dog.
Yeah.
Is that true? Can they be stressed and wag their tail?
Typically not. So we use, as a veterinarian, and I always tell kids this that come into the hospital, veterinarians, we use our eyes and our senses to essentially listen to what a dog is telling us, because they're giving us all types of verbal cues and physical cues. So ear positions, body positions, are they hunched? Are they relaxed? And their tail position will tell a lot about them. Tucking your tail to prevent some of those more private areas, your tail between your leg, that's a sign of obviously a dog that's very cautious, very stressed. A dog that is very mellow, relaxed, and even happy. In the show ring, they actually call it, they use the phrase a gay tail, which a gay tail position is happy, and that's actually a phrase that is used, and especially in Labradors to classify them. So yes, a tail that's up and elevated, that's a happy dog.
Sure, good. This one's interesting. Indoor dogs, can they still get heartworms?
Can they get heartworm? Absolutely. So I'll ask you guys, do you guys remember what mosquito causes heartworms?
All of them?
West Nile? I don't know.
So
all of them, Shane says.
Mosquitoes carry a little tiny worm called a microfilaria that when it bites a dog, they'll carry it or transmit it from another dog to the affected dog. And so if your dog has any exposure to mosquitoes, which are indoor only dogs, are still going outside, they still have exposure, they absolutely can develop heartworm disease. And it's a completely preventable disease. We're starting to see in Minnesota, because we're starting to see more dogs being transferred and moved from the southeast part of the country, they have a lot more heartworm disease there. I'm seeing more heartworm disease in our dogs than I've seen in the last 10 years over the last 3 to 4 years, just because the numbers of dogs that are coming from those endemic areas and those higher endemic areas, they're carrying the disease and they shed it, and then they expose mosquitoes, and then those mosquitoes expose our native population.
Sure.
Definitely a disease that we used to not really think about so much. Like 10 years ago in Minnesota, we were like, oh, we had a handle on this pretty good. 10, 15 years ago. Now it's getting to be pretty serious. So remember, May is when we're going to start seeing mosquitoes come out. In Minnesota, I still recommend year-round prevention. Talk to your veterinarian, get your dog tested every year. There are specific medical reasons why we test them every year, and then they need to be on a preventative.
Sure. Last but not least, dogs eat grass only when they're sick. True or false?
That is totally false. So I think a lot of people see their dogs go out and eat grass, and there's an old wives' tale that was a sign of an upset stomach. That really couldn't be farther from the truth. If you remember, dogs are obligate omnivores, or they're omnivores, just like a bear. They will eat grass. And I've shared this story with you guys many times before. One of my favorite things to do in this early spring is driving in northern Minnesota. All the bears will congregate down near the roads because that's where the sunlight will hit. and there's lots of grass, and the bears will just be chewing and mowing the grass down. Same thing with the dogs. There's lots of vitamins, lots of minerals that are in grass. There are some wives' tale that yes, if your dog is eating grass, that your dog is deficient in some vitamin or mineral or nutrient. That is not true at all. That is a normal behavior that dogs have learned over hundreds of thousands of years, and it's something that keeps them strong and healthy.
Should I be worried that the grass often comes back up for my dog?
No, well, actually, yes. I mean, sometimes they can ingest so much that it causes their stomach to get upset, and obviously anything that's like something like that is dose dependent, and sometimes it can upset their stomach a little bit and can cause them to puke, because most of our dogs are not used to eating that much grass. So that can that can obviously cause some troubles. But no, generally grass eating is not an issue.
Okay. Also, maybe we should be concerned that you like to go search bears and watch them. But that's okay. That's a whole other topic.
Bears are fascinating. I put out 4 of my trail cameras yesterday to catch some of our bears coming out of hibernation. I love bears. They're so cool. I had a bear call on the stand with me last year. Yeah.
Dr. Eric Ruhland, thanks so much. He's passionate, obviously.
I love he calls them our bears.
Our
too.
bears.
Yep.
Head to stpaulpet.com. Thank you.